We're back at Aldi and we're doing another budget vegan food shop. We managed to get basically everything we needed for the whole week in a really reasonable budget. It's been a few weeks since we've been back to do a really big shop at Aldi like this, like a proper weekly shop, and surprisingly it feels really good to be back. It's not just the cheap prices on the veggies and stuff, but the way the shop is organised makes it super simple to find what we're after. Anyway, we put a meal plan together for the week so we would know exactly what we needed. We do have some stuff in, but that's mostly cupboard staples like oil, salt and pepper, spaghetti and that, so there's plenty left on the list to get. I'm so happy that our local Aldi is stocking their tofu. It's a game changer to get enough tofu for a meal for literally 99p. It's like 2 or 3 times the price if you wanted to get it anywhere else. So we've planned plenty of tofu dishes into our weekly meal plan. And the whole thing only cost us around 30 quid.
So we're back home now. We've done our big old Aldi shop. We are going to take you through what we've got and a few meals that we're going to be making with it.
As well as showing you some of the recipes and things like that, we're also going to share with you a few tips on how we keep the cost down.
The whole focus of the shop was budget friendly. We wanted to stick to around £30 for the two of us for 5 days, which we did.
Yeah, I think we did pretty well on that, like 31 quid, plus there was a couple of things which will last longer, like the peanut butter and mouthwash and stuff like that, but that's not food, so I don't really count it.
Also, quick note is that all of their own brand, all of their like toiletries are all cruelty free. Toothpaste, mouthwash, affordable and cruelty free, which is great. So the first thing that you want to do before you go to the shops is do your meal plan.
Yes.
I know it's a bit boring. Well, for a lot of people it's boring.
I find it quite exciting sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't. So you want to do your meal plan, and just putting in that little bit of extra time and planning before you get to the shop so you can come up with a shopping list is definitely going to save you money, because then you're not just going around the store grabbing whatever you want. It can quickly add up when you're doing that kind of shopping, or you're doing the kind of shopping where you're going to the shops every day, which is definitely convenient and maybe more flexible.
The costs, the costs can stack up if you're doing day to day. You end up like buying carrots and using it for one recipe, and then they'll sit in your fridge for ages and go bad. And when you make a meal plan, you can be more sort of like thorough and methodical about making sure that you're like using ingredients across multiple recipes.
Why not make meal planning sound fun, Charlie? Be methodical.
Thorough and methodical.
But yeah, it is a good way of making sure that you're not buying lots of excess ingredients, which like you said, if you just come home from work and you're like, oh, I want this tonight, and the next night you're like, oh, I want this, then you're buying a million different ingredients and not necessarily using them. So if you do your meal plan, you can look at it like a jigsaw puzzle and be like,
that's so much more fun than what I said.
Look at it like a jigsaw, a fun jigsaw, and be like, yes, I'm using carrots for this recipe. Where else can I use them later in the week? So I think the top 2-3 tips are meal plan, shopping list, but also like thinking methodically and strategically about how you do that shopping list.
Yeah.
In my hands, possibly like my 2 favourite ingredients ever.
I think I'd agree. I think maybe soy sauce as well.
What, like one of your favourite ingredients? Soy sauce? Okay. I feel like they're delicious on their own, but even more delicious when they're together. So this is making up one of our meals.
So when you come up with your meal plan, it'll probably look quite different to ours, because what you need is going to be very different from what we need.
And that's, I think, when you're coming up with your meal plan, is thinking about what you need from your meal plan. And obviously this whole food shop's about budget friendly meals, so that's like the main criteria when we were thinking of our meal plan. We were thinking of vegetables that were budget friendly, plant-based proteins that were budget friendly, cooking ingredients, things that are cheaper. And again, when you're going around the store, it's looking at those little swaps. So if a recipe that you like is calling for an ingredient you're thinking that's a bit expensive, then it's like, how can you swap that out for
could you
something
do
else?
Instead of lemony asparagus, you could go to lemony broccoli or something like that,
because asparagus is very expensive.
Yeah, it can really run
and
up the
you barely
price.
get any. So yeah, you want to be thinking, what do you need? Do you need gluten-free? Do you need lots of quick meals? Do you need to think about packed lunches? Are you thinking about meal prepping? Do you need extra protein in your diet? because you're working out loads, like, yeah, what are your requirements?
So you actually just touched on one of the things that we needed for our meal plan, which is meal prep. So we've got a really busy week coming up and we need to make sure that we've got lunches prepared.
Yes.
So we are ready for the week, essentially.
Yes.
So that's where it brings us to our first recipe, which is similar to a Caesar salad recipe that we've got on our blog.
I mean,
but we've made a lot of changes.
It's similar in that, like, we're using a Caesar dressing.
Yes.
That's basically the
Yeah. So it's going to be a roasted chickpea, roasted sweet potato, and kale salad with a Caesar dressing. So that's something that we can make at the beginning of the week, and we can have it. We'll make 4 portions, and it will go all the way through the week. So that really satisfies one of our needs there.
We've got our lunches sorted. We're doing meal prepping. I think we're doing 3 different lunches spread throughout the 5 days of the working week.
So there's that salad, a recipe that we've actually done before on YouTube, so I'll put a link for that, and that's the black bean beetroot miso tray bake, which is really good.
I love it. It's with red cabbage, but they didn't have red cabbage in Aldi. They've not had it for a while. I don't think it's in season, and we thought about going for a different kind of cabbage, but we ended up going for some aubergine instead, which I think is going to work really well with the miso. But yeah, then for dinners, we need quick dinners because, as Charlie said, we're going to have a very busy week, so we're not going to have that much time in the evenings to cook big, fancy, complex meals. So one of our favourite quick meals is noodles, stir-fried, that kind of thing. And we love a satay dressing.
Yes.
As I said, one of our favourite ingredients. And with your third favourite ingredient, soy sauce, you're basically there. Like, you're done.
So we're going to do a spicy peanut tofu noodly kind of thing, where we'll do the tofu in some flour and then sort of fry that off into a sort of salt and pepper tofu kind of thing.
Yes.
And then we'll make a spicy peanut sauce to go on the noodles.
Top tip, if you like your tofu extra crispy, and who doesn't, crumble your tofu into your flour.
Yes, you get way more surface area from the rough breakages, so
and the little like gnarly crispy bits which you don't get with the cubes. Yeah, like you said, a spicy peanut sauce over the noodles, and I think we're going to mix some edamame.
Yes, we have some in the freezer already.
We have some in the freezer. They don't actually sell them in our local Aldi. I don't know if they sell them in any local Aldis, but you could swap the edamame for any kind of vegetable.
Yeah, I mean,
broccoli,
you could go
green beans,
Yeah. You could. I think one of the best things for that would probably just be green beans. You can get green beans like runner beans, dwarf beans, super cheap.
Chop them up.
Yeah.
Delish. So yeah, those are a couple of the recipes. We will share with you the meal plan. Breakfasts, not that exciting. Sorry guys, we're literally having the same breakfast every day, just for ease, just like because it is such a hectic week we're having.
Well, that is actually a tip. Quick slider tip right in there.
Bonus tip.
Bulk. If you can make things on bulk, then it becomes so much cheaper on the economy of scale, essentially.
Yeah.
So by having the same breakfast every day, we are bringing the cost of the ingredients that we need way down.
Yes, I mean, in an ideal world, it's great to have different breakfasts every day.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah, but if you're having like yogurt one day, pancakes the next, then you're having something on toast that's like we said, there's a lot of different ingredients that you're needing. So we are going for very simple overnight oats. So we bought a big bag of oats, the Aldi oats. They do a really nice big bag of organic oats. Yeah. I'll put the price because can't
less than £2, 170 something.
Yeah, they're good. We bought some frozen raspberries. Another good tip is buy your fruit frozen
fruit,
or tinned. But I'm not really a fan of tinned fruit. So frozen would be my go-to, but they just, it doesn't go off, it's so much cheaper, and it's just a great little thing to have in the freezer.
So we're going to be having, again, not the tofu in breakfast, but plenty of peanut butter for protein, frozen raspberries and overnight oats, maybe a little bit of syrup or sugar or something on the top as well.
And if you saw our recent video, we'll link it if you haven't, high protein breakfasts. We did a porridge bowl where we added in loads of extra little bits to give some extra nutrition to those oats.
Oats, so we could sort of, we still got some chia seeds left over from that we could add in to kind of like change up the texture a little bit, just to vary it.
That's the thing with overnight oats. Although we're saying we're having the same breakfast every day, there are little things that we can do each day to make it slightly different.
If you had like cocoa powder in and you wanted chocolate overnight oats.
We bought chocolate.
We do have chocolate. We bought some dark chocolate. Of course, no meal plan is finished without snacks.
Yeah, and for £30, we did get some snacks.
We got
rice
apples,
cake,
chocolate, rice cakes. So yeah, those are our top tips on how to keep your food shop at a good budget. Meal plan, make the meal plan work for you, and then don't stray from it.
We really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Yes.
Please subscribe to our channel if you did, and hit the notification bell because we're bringing out new videos every week, multiple times a week. So yeah, and leave us a comment if you enjoyed it, what you enjoyed. Do you like the budget shops? Yeah, let us know if you want us to go to another shop. I've heard rumblings on the internet that some people think M&S is equally as affordable.
That's bogus.
I'm not sure.
That's so bogus.
So yeah, let us know down in the comments, and we will see you in our next video.
Bye.